I took 2 trades today for negative 81 bucks per account. So basically, small loss day. Today for me, it was very hard to read. Basically yesterday, we broke out of this downtrend, created a new low, and just kind of chopped. And then pre-market, we jumped up out of this consolidation, and just to consolidate even more, we had new home sales today at 10, which is 7 my time, which was decent numbers. So we had a positive response. In this tight range, I was looking for a fade to fade this breakout, which was the right idea, but I got in at the wrong time. You can see here that I wasn't following the shortened trend line rules, which is in a range, you'll do your shortened trend lines, which is just a very tight trend line to assess where it's going to go. Here we had a uptrend, a tight shortened uptrend up to a new high. And then we had a downtrend, break, new low, right? And then we had a break, new high right here. And then we had a trend down, a break of that shortened trend line, and another new low. And I failed to write in this new low from this pivot. And as you can see, we had this shortened trend line that was very strong. And I got in right on the break of this uptrend, which it still needed a new high. And it was a breakout pullback. So, it broke out, it pulled back, it bounced it, went to a new high, only to come back into the range later. But I shouldn't have been thinking to go short here yet, because this shortened trend line up, this uptrend, still needed to create a new extreme above this pivot. So I should have got in on this second entry short right here, because it went all the way back down to where I thought it would go, to the bottom of this range. So this could have been a winning trade if I took it later. I was just a little fuzzy, maybe a little overconfident, and I failed to see this needed a new extreme high. So took a $100 loss there, which is fine. That's my average loss. And then I took a break from the markets because I wasn't seeing things clearly. And then I came back around this point, and then I saw this range, which is kind of a reach to figure out what was going on. I was having a real hard time identifying levels. I knew we were in a range day. I saw this break new high. There was no good signal to go short off of this to fade this breakout. And then right here, I was looking for a long, and we just couldn't get it. We had a failed second entry long right here, which blew us out of the range, which broke us all the way down to this new range right here. It's kind of ugly. Let me change the colors here. It's a little confusing day, but you can see it fit nicely. And I took a fade of this breakdown right here, and I had my take profit right here. But as you can see, this would have been a $200 winning trade, but I panic sold when it failed EMA right here. It went up, and then it came down, and it was chilling at EMA, and right before this candle closed, it like nuked down, and I had my cursor over the market exit just in case it did exactly that, and I panicked out. Even though I had it already at break even, because we went up 2.5 points almost. So I brought my stop loss up to break even so I wouldn't lose any money on the trade if it did come down and reverse on me. So hindsight 2020, I don't think it's wise to hover over the market exit, especially if you're already having a break-even stop. So it was literally a riskless trade. It was zero risk for me to let it run, and I would have had a full profit. So I got out for $25 in profit. So that put me down 75 on the day plus fees. It put me down 81 on the day, which is a small loss, which is good, you know. And I'm still up on the week, which is good. Nothing about this is bad. Losing is a part of the game. I think the only thing I'm upset about today is I had a hard time reading the price action, and I panicked out of this winning trade. Today had a bearish bias, and then it wasn't until later that I saw this channel, this trend line down, which is pretty wide. It was in play from this pivot, but it's just too wide, and it doesn't fit perfectly, and as you can see, we already failed it just now. So today overall, in my opinion, was just a really hard day to read, fairly volatile. I'm glad that I took a very small loss on the day and knew when to walk away, so that's cool. I mean, it is what it is. Some days are harder to read than others, and we'll come back tomorrow, Friday, and end the week on a high note. That's all I got today. Bye.